The big breaking update that we are getting for you right now, according to sources, there might be night curfew soon imposed in Maharashtra with 88 Omicron cases. Remember, Maharashtra is the state which is worst hit as far as Omicron cases are concerned in the country. And now the state government is gearing up to impose fresh restrictions. In fact, as per sources, Mirror Now has accessed exclusive info that night curfew is likely to be imposed in Maharashtra from tonight, apart from other curbs which are likely to be announced as far as gatherings are concerned. Let me go across to my colleague Disha, who's got us this exclusive news break. Disha, so it's likely that Maharashtra might be seeing night curfew from tonight itself. What other details have we accessed so far?
Well, that is right, Tanima. This is the exclusive news break that we are breaking here on Mirror Now for our viewers. Especially, Maharashtra is all set to bring in new curbs starting today, and the first very much restriction that will be brought on board will be the night curfew. What we are being told that likely the night curfew will be imposed starting tonight. That is one day ahead of the Christmas day. Remember, Christmas and New Year's are the biggest days where people go out and crowd places like restaurants, malls, bars, and even open places for that matter. And with the Omicron fear and with the rise in the Omicron cases, Maharashtra is at 88 right now as we speak. So what we understand that due to this, there shouldn't be more crowding to avoid a crowd and to avoid large-based gatherings. Maharashtra government has decided to impose this starting tonight. So this is on a likely basis that we are talking about, because the final order with this regards will come in by today evening is what we are understanding from the MVA government. As far as this fresh curbs are concerned, it was only about yesterday night at about 10 p.m. Tanima when Maharashtra Chief Minister took an urgent meeting with the state COVID task force, because remember, it was yesterday when the state reported 23 Omicron cases, which was the highest number that they have reported since the last month. So that is why there was a need, and the biggest recommendation which the state task force really gave to the Maharashtra Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray virtual meeting was to impose night curfew, because Christmas and New Year's are the peak time, and this is the best time to avoid crowding by imposing night curfew. So we do not really know from what time the night curfew will be imposed, from 10 p.m. onwards or from 11 p.m. onwards. But this is the news that we are getting for our viewers here on Mirror Now, that likely night curfew will be imposed from Maharashtra starting tonight. Until when is something which we do not know so far.
Exactly. Disha, just to take our viewers through before we let you go, this is, of course, as you said, source-based information, and we know that Omicron is one of the big concerns in terms of the fact that Maharashtra has always, in fact, been one of the big concerns with even during the first wave as well as the second wave. We have seen that COVID has, COVID management has been the main headache for the government here because of the density of population, specifically in big cities like Mumbai as well as in Pune. So keeping that in mind, what are some of the things that you have gathered from your sources, especially in the BMC, as far as Mumbai is concerned, that they are looking at introducing? Because it's 24th already, so the festive season is, in fact, has kicked off already. And keeping that in mind, few curbs were already announced. But what other steps are the Mumbai Civic Body looking at?
Well, definitely. So keeping in mind the festive season and Christmas and New Year's are the time when, people are really enjoying the holiday season and the, the break that they receive. BMC has said in its new set of guidelines which were issued just last week, they have maintained that how they will deploy BMC marshals across. So be it night curfew or not, wherever there are, places which do attract crowding, like restaurants, malls, beaches, gardens for that matter, BMC marshals will be deployed at that point in time to ensure that all the COVID protocols are followed in place, like from people wearing masks to maintaining social distancing, because as we all know that Section 144 is also being imposed where not more than 4 people can be together, gathered at once. So that also will be, checked thoroughly, especially on the festive days like Christmas, even on the weekends as well. So that is perhaps what Mumbai has decided in terms of, keeping strict monitoring, and even Pune as well, because Mumbai and Pune are definitely the two cities that have already been impacted very badly with the COVID, and now with the Omicron cases as well. These two cities have the large number of Omicron cases out of 88. These two, corporations have ensured that how, the strict protocols are in place. So as far as the night curfew is concerned, which will be an additional, of course, restriction, and we are expecting the orders to come out today. But what, of course, the state government imposes at large for the entire state, that will be very much interesting to see. Tanima.
Right. Disha, again, for our viewers who might be from different other parts of the country, what are some of the challenges that we have seen, especially during the second wave, for the Maharashtra government and for the Mumbai civic body, or for that matter, Pune, which was also one of the main COVID hotspots that we remember? What have been some of the main challenges, and why is it? I mean, especially Maharashtra, Delhi, of course, being the national capital, draws a lot of attention, but Maharashtra has always been one of the most challenging states for the authorities. So even now, what we can in fact see, though, as you said, that this is source-based information at the moment, possibly the announcement that we are expecting by this evening. But what are some of the challenges that civic bodies across the state, especially in big metro cities in Maharashtra, face?
Well, as far as the second COVID wave is concerned, Tanima, remember that, for Maharashtra government and the authorities, the biggest challenge was that nobody knew that, the second wave was coming in. So at that point in time, the infrastructure to, deal with a large number of COVID patients who were falling sick, who needed treatment, who needed oxygen, that was really falling short. So as far as the concern is, concerned, infrastructure not being ready was the biggest challenge for the authorities during the second wave at that point in time. We of course heard stories about how, patients were being refused admission from the hospitals because the beds were full. People were denied oxygen. People were falling short of oxygen, especially the COVID patients who were admitted in the hospital because of the lack of oxygen. So that was a crisis at that point in time. So because of that, of course, we lost many lives as well, and that is on record. Maharashtra has reported high number of deaths due to COVID during the first as well as the second wave. And why Maharashtra has always been a concern, Tanima, is because here the population is large, and to deal with such a large population, you need that sort of infrastructure, which was definitely not ready in the rural areas as well, where people had to walk, for kilometers to get one decent hospital to get admitted a COVID patient. So that time, of course, the time was lost. People lost their lives, and that was the biggest, concern at that point. So right now, what the state government says that even if the third wave comes or not, definitely they are ready with that sort of infrastructure because they have learned that lesson in the past.
Right, Disha, thank you so much for bringing us that exclusive news break. I am also joined on the broadcast by Mr. Viren Shah, President of the Federation of Retail Traders Welfare Association. Mr. Shah, this is one of the concerns that we've seen being expressed by your association in the past as well. But at the moment, it seems that there could be further restrictions, and at a time of the year when, probably, the traders, businessmen across the city are looking for the most business in that sense. But unfortunately, because of the rising Omicron cases, now there could be fresh curbs imposed. We don't have all the details yet. But my colleague there bringing us that exclusive news break that there's likely to be night curfew from tonight, which means restrictions in terms of restaurants or shops being kept open.
Yes, I also heard the news through the media report and the newspaper report. So obviously, there is going to be a restriction which is going to be announced by the government. There is a difference between Omicron and the Delta, where the Omicron advantage is that it is not it is very mild, but it spreads very faster. So obviously, government is going to take a precaution and ensure the safety of the people. This will definitely a death knell for the people who are partying and restaurants and the lounges, shops and all timing. We don't know what timing they are going to bring. Obviously, it is going to be a bad time even for the shopkeepers and the traders, because this is the time where the business is always at the peak. People from out of town comes, and people from all over the world comes to Mumbai to meet their family and for the events and various other weddings and all that. So everywhere it's going to be a problem, especially in Mumbai. And see, it's a very, very catch-22 situation. Under the government is also going to be very, very careful, and at the same time we have to ensure the safety of everybody. So we'll have to wait for the government announcement, and on that basis only we can I can say further on this what kind of restrictions is going to come.
Right, Mr. Viren Shah there, President of the Federation of Retail Traders Welfare Association. Thank you so much for joining us on the broadcast on this discussion. But this is the big exclusive news break that we are bringing for our viewers at this point in time. Let me just recap what the news break was for those who are just joining in. It's most likely that from tonight, Maharashtra government is going to impose night curfew once again. The exact timings, of course, we don't know yet. That's going to be coming out in the announcement, which is going to be made in the evening today. And another information that we've got is that it's most likely that there will also be restrictions in terms of people going out at night. Not more than 5 people allowed to be out at any given time and place in the night. And more details of this is going to be given out by the state government by the evening. These are some of the major recommendations which have been made by the Maharashtra task force to the state government. So it is likely that at least in terms of the recommendation on night curfew, that it is going to be accepted by the state government. This is source-based information at the moment that we are bringing for our viewers. I'm also joined on the broadcast by Dr. Narendra Gupta, advisor and Health Prayas and national co-convener of Jan Swasthya Abhiyan. Dr. Gupta, what we are seeing is that there's a situation here in the state. There have been challenges in the past also as far as the state government and the Mumbai civic body specifically is concerned in terms of density of population and how to control the spread of the virus. At the moment, we are looking at a situation where there are 88 Omicron cases in the state, which is why a recommendation has been made by the COVID task force to impose night curfew. But does night curfew actually work? What has the past experience taught us?
So we need to look at that simply night curfew is not going to work because there are anyway not too much movement during night. So it's just a symbolic gesture in order to explain to the people that this is the kind of a restriction we are at the moment imposing in the night, but it could also take place during the daytime. But the more important point is that how people are convinced that this is something very serious and they begin to take precautionary measures themselves. This is something had to be driven home in the minds of the people unless they do not begin to understand. I could understand that there are compulsions for large number of people about their livelihood, and for that they have to venture out. But COVID appropriate behaviors can always be followed. They can abide by putting masks, keeping some distance, washing hands, and all those things which are very simple. These are not difficult things, but still large number of people have very casual attitude. So night curfew, symbolic gesture, value and importance and influence over transmission may happen. So the transmission would happen when people. So that's the kind of, and it's all in.
Right. Dr. Narendra Gupta there. We seem to be facing some technical difficulties there. We'll try and reconnect with him very soon. But essentially, something that he was talking about, which health experts have also pointed out in the previously in the past as well, that night curfew alone as a measure may not help because although a city like Mumbai might have a lot of people actually coming out in the night and having a nightlife, but altogether for the state, whether that's the right option, whether that option alone itself will work, those are some of the questions being raised by experts as well. But this is the big news break that we're getting for our viewers at the moment, that it is likely that tonight by this evening, there might be night curfew imposed in Maharashtra state. Of course, the formal announcement, official announcement of this will be made only in the evening.